Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to more WWE 2k16 Universe Mode. And yes, you are seeing that correctly. Dean Ambrose, he is back on SmackDown. Officially drafted to SmackDown from Raw. He is the first of 4 picks that will be announced throughout the show tonight. Ambrose, back to the place where it all began for him. He went on this incredible journey to becoming a world champion, and it all began here on SmackDown. Ambrose has a tough opponent tonight though. It's the Viper, Randy Orton. Ambrose, welcome back. Here's Randy Orton. Well, our GM has given Ambrose the ultimate test to really see if Ambrose was worth the pick. Let's take a look at Survivor Series where Randy Orton was in action on our pre-show. Randy Orton came up against the incredible Curt Hawkins. Curt Hawkins got some offense in, mainly one punch, and after that Randy Orton destroyed him. DDT, followed up by an RKO, got the victory. Very, very easy indeed for Orton. Curt Hawkins, not to certainly forget. Randy Orton though, tonight, it's going to be a little bit tougher for him. He's coming up against a former WWE champion, a former Intercontinental champion as well. Ambrose has certainly had an historic career. He's had a tremendous year this year, but the last few months things have not gone his way. He's been frustrated on Raw. Now it's his time to return to SmackDown and hopefully get his career going again. As for Randy Orton, he is one of the 5 superstars who were named to be safe from the draft for SmackDown. And Randy Orton pretty pleased about that. Got himself an opportunity at Survivor Series to be part of the pre-show and get himself a bit of a win just to get him back going again. He's had a little bit, pretty much no momentum as of late, so a win certainly gets him going back in the right direction. Ambrose desperately trying to get himself some momentum himself. He's been close to getting himself opportunities for the US Championship over on Raw. Didn't succeed. Cesaro defeating him, going on to get that championship opportunity instead. And Ambrose was frustrated at himself that he couldn't get that done. And I certainly believe a change of scenery might be the perfect start for Ambrose. Might be a perfect opportunity for Ambrose to really get back in the world title picture. Many believe Ambrose has what it takes to perhaps beat Kevin Owens. I certainly do. Ambrose won the Royal Rumble earlier this year, went on to main event WrestleMania, won the WWE Championship in the main event of WrestleMania, defeating Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. Ambrose now has to come back to SmackDown and restart. It's a fresh start, it's a new beginning, and he has to get through Randy Orton, who will be very confident after a pretty comfortable victory. Let's be honest, he really had no issue whatsoever with Curt Hawkins. I mean, all he had to deal with was one punch, and after that it was over. So Orton, he's coming into this one with some confidence, which is exactly what he needs. Back body drop down goes Ambrose there. Randy Orton, a decent start here. A victory over Dean Ambrose may just insert Randy Orton straight back into the title picture where he wants to be. Unfortunately for Randy, the world title is set for the upcoming TLC pay-per-view. That match is set in stone. Kevin Owens versus Brock Lesnar. More about that match later on. But Orton, he knows the Royal Rumble not too far away, actually. Maybe Ambrose would like to get some confidence going again. Maybe become a 2-time winner. The only 2-time winner here in Universe Mode. Orton would love to win it again. He's the other Royal Rumble winner. We've only had 2 men win the Rumble. Randy was one. Ambrose was the other. Anyways, right now, hook of the leg. Randy trying to beat Ambrose. Can't quite do it. A kick out at 2. Randy Orton has a hold of Ambrose here. Just trying to slow the pace of this one. Ambrose trying to get back to his feet. Striking Randy in the gut. Ambrose now has a hold of Orton. Trying to hit the suplex. Orton with the nice counter. And look out. Backbreaker there. Randy Orton, nicely done. Getting the neck and the upper back of Ambrose to connect. Followed up with a kick as well. And now Orton looking to put Ambrose away again. Hooks the leg. Can't quite do it. So SmackDown, they lost 4 very crucial members of their roster. John Cena, Sheamus, the Usos, Ooh, right hand there by Orton, and Ambrose sent to the outside. And Kalisto all have gone to Raw. So tonight we'll find out the other 3 superstars that will be heading to SmackDown. In exchange, both brands getting 4 picks each. SmackDown has started off strong with Dean Ambrose. Can they deliver and get a few more big names to come along to their brand? Because many believe SmackDown are lacking some of the big names, and Ambrose, kind of doing not too much over on Raw, has a chance to really kickstart his career again. And maybe SmackDown has a new top man, top level superstar on their hands. Headbutt again by Ambrose. Referee getting up in the numbers now. The count is growing. Count of 7 now. Orton's got to get back in the ring. He's back to his feet. I think he realized that the count was up to 7. He was going to go in a different direction, and he must have realized that he needs to hurry. Attempted neckbreaker there by Ambrose. Orton with a counter again, shrugging him off. Shots to the midsection now. Ambrose has Orton. Picks him up. Hits a powerbomb. Ambrose has Orton right where he wants him in position. Dean Ambrose now lines up Randy Orton. Orton drops to a knee. We know what's coming next. Ambrose with the kick from behind. In the back of Orton's head, Randy Orton could be out cold. Ambrose rolls him over. Here's the cover now. Ambrose, is he going to do it? No, a kick out of 2. Orton stays in it. Well, this is a little bit different to Kurt Hawkins at Survivor Series for Randy. The pressure is certainly on. Dean Ambrose looking good here. Ambrose now. Gonna drag Orton to the other side of the ring against the ropes. Orton gonna be thrown through the ropes here. I think Ambrose has something big in mind. Dean Ambrose has Orton in position. Lines him up. Ambrose now gonna risk it all. Yes, flies through the ropes and connects on Orton, sending Orton into the ringside barricade at the same time. Big maneuver there by Ambrose. Could be a game changer in this one. Get him in the middle of the ring. He could win this match right here, but Orton fires back with the right hand and a clothesline to follow. Well, just like that, Ambrose, all that momentum he just built there is gone and crushed by the Viper. Randy tried to take this one back in control. He couldn't quite do it there. Ambrose striking back, and again a clothesline by Ambrose. Back and forth competition between these 2 stars. Randy would love a victory to get himself back in the main event picture. Ambrose wants a fresh start and wants to start it off with a big win here on SmackDown. It's crucial for both men. A count of 6 now. Ambrose got to get back in the ring, otherwise he could get himself counted out. A double count out is not what Ambrose wants. Referee getting close to the 8 count, certainly taking his time. Randy Orton's able to get himself back in the ring because of it. Ambrose now with a running bulldog. Orton is down. Ambrose, can he capitalize? Hooks that leg, the cover now, and he can't quite get it again at the count of 2. Is that a sign of frustration on the face of Dean Ambrose? Feels as though he's getting close, but not close enough. And a man who hasn't had too many wins as of late, that can be a big worry. Ambrose planting down Orton, heading to the top of the rope now. What's he got in mind here? Ambrose looks for the elbow and delivers right on the chest of Orton. Ambrose looking good now. Rolls Orton over again. Drops the elbow again. Ambrose, SmackDown was his home. Became Intercontinental Champion. Went on to win the Royal Rumble on the blue brand. Decided to go to Raw to pursue revenge on his former Shield partners. He went on to become World Champion. But things have crashed ever since. And tonight is the night where he wants to reclaim his territory as one of the best. Attempted RKO by Orton. Ambrose shrugged him away. This is Ambrose's moment now. If he can win this match here, he'll reclaim his spot as a top star and beat Randy Orton in the process. Orton now back to his feet before Ambrose. Orton's had enough. He's trying to get himself some confidence here and momentum. Doing everything he possibly can to come back into this one. Clotheslines now by Orton. Trouble now for Ambrose. There it is. The power slam by Randy. Randy starting to build something here. Stomp to the gut as well. Randy Orton fired up. Ambrose has to shut this down quickly or he'll be in some trouble. Takes down Orton. Right hand there by Orton again. On to Ambrose. Ambrose in the corner. A shot there by Orton again. Orton has Ambrose up. Randy Orton off the top of the rope perhaps. Has Dean Ambrose. Hits a suplex. Off the top. The back of Ambrose drilled into the mat. Could be it here for Orton. No, and Ambrose gets a late kick out of two. A near fall. Orton. There's some signs of frustration himself. He thought for sure that was going to be enough. Randy Orton getting close though. Look out. Grabs Ambrose. We saw him do this at Survivor Series. It's set up for the RKO. He's done it again here tonight. The DDT off the ropes. Are we about to see the RKO come next? Orton, though, decides to go for the cover instead. Running out of gas, Orton. You can see it on him. Ambrose kicks out at two. Orton moving a little slowly here. He may have to look for the final blow right now. Ambrose has Orton. Look out. Into a DDT. Swung the leg out. And delivered with full force there onto Randy. Ambrose may have Orton here. Decides to continue the offense. Striking away on Randy Orton now. Ambrose has Orton up. Ambrose, can he find something big? No, Orton with a counter. Headbutts Dean Ambrose. And look out! RKO! We knew it was coming! And Randy Orton, he delivers and defeats Dean Ambrose. Just like that, Orton sneaks away and steals this must-win match away from Ambrose. Both men, Orton showing some signs of respect, and Ambrose not having any of it. Ambrose is frustrated at the loss here tonight. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. A big start to an episode of SmackDown here tonight. Randy Orton getting the victory over Dean Ambrose, spoiling the party. Ambrose is not happy at all. We'll see what happens next going forward. Before we get into the rest of SmackDown and our upcoming draft picks, we're going to get into this week's main event. We have the Usos up against the Golden Truth as well this week. The Usos got a surprise victory against the American Alpha on Raw. Can they back it up again this week? Fandango goes one-on-one with Jack Swagger as well. Good opportunity for both men to secure a victory. Social Outcasts have been up and down in the last few weeks. Can they regain some confidence and momentum? They're up against the Dudley Boys in tag team action. And our main event, well, Kalisto didn't have the start he wanted to have on Raw. Tonight he goes one-on-one with the man-beast Rhino, who has had some big victories in the last couple of weeks. We'll see how he goes this week. The Usos versus the Golden Truth. It is the Usos getting another victory. There you go. They're doing pretty well. A good start, a fresh change. It started off pretty well for them. Fandango gets the win over Jack Swagger. The Social Outcasts, they get a much-needed victory over the Dudley Boys. And Rhino gets the win over Kalisto. Ladies and gentlemen, our second drop pick of the night. It is the former World Heavyweight Champion, Chris Jericho. He is back on the blue brand after beating Batista at Survivor Series. He's back where he's had his most success on SmackDown. Our next pick is the former WWE Tag Team Champions. It is Connor and Victor, the Ascension. And our fourth pick tonight, our final pick, it's the Swiss Superman, the former US Champion and Tag Team Champion, headed back to SmackDown. Is this Cesaro's time to finally shine? Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Some big picks SmackDown has secured. Let me know in the comment section down below, which brand do you think secured the better picks? Ambrose, a huge pick, as we know. Not the right start that he was hoping for, but we'll see how he goes. We have some big matches again this week. Becky Lynch up against Paige. We have six-man tag team action. Tyler Breeze, The Miz, the A-listers teaming up with Chris Jericho to take on the Dudley Boys and Neville. Kurt Hawkins, he's back in action again. Turning around this time. He's going up against Cesaro. The Ascension can't get a win on their SmackDown debut against the New Day. Paige secures a victory over Becky Lynch, so Becky Lynch not having a great time of it in her first week on the main roster. Jericho and the A-listers get a victory over the Dudleys and Neville. Kurt Hawkins versus Cesaro. Cesaro gets a much-needed victory himself. Tonight, our main event. It is the Beast. He's back here on SmackDown, and he's back to win the World Heavyweight Championship. Tonight he comes up against Alberto Del Rio. Brock Lesnar is here and he's searching for a victory to get himself going and ready and prepared for Kevin Owens. Let's take a look at the damage he did at Survivor Series. He came out suplexing Daniel Bryan around the ring. Then it was The Undertaker with the F5, not one but two, taking down both men, sending a message to Kevin Owens. It's absolutely official, ladies and gentlemen, 100% official. Lesnar versus Owens at TLC in a TLC match for the World Heavyweight Championship. Now that is a match to see. Both men have met in the past at Extreme Rules. Owens won on that night, but it's been a long time. Both have gotten much, much better since. Two behemoths will clash in a TLC match. First, though, tonight, Brock Lesnar must get through Alberto Del Rio. Big opportunity here for Lesnar to secure victory over Mexico's greatest export, Alberto Del Rio. I wish I could roll the R's, but I can't. Del Rio, big opportunity for him here tonight, coming up against the Beast. If Del Rio can secure a victory, well, hey, maybe his name will be thrown up in the World Championship picture himself. Lesnar looking for a tune-up match himself, looking just to get the cobwebs off and prepare himself for arguably one of the biggest matches of his career against Kevin Owens, a man who's held the championship for 7 months. Brock Lesnar held the WWE Championship for 8 months. Both men are considered to be the greatest champions in the history of Universe Mode. Lesnar wants to prove that he is indeed the best of them all. And here we go, this one is underway. Lesnar and Del Rio, both men not wasting any time here. And Del Rio with a huge start, sending Lesnar over the top of the rope. Not the start that Lesnar was hoping for. Del Rio with a strong start here. This is a great opponent for Lesnar, a true test to see how good he has been. Brock Lesnar believes he's bigger, better, faster, and stronger than he has ever been. He believes he's at his physical peak. Is that true? I don't know. Owens arguably breaking down. His body has been through hell. Lesnar, Orton, Cena, Del Rio, Bryan, Undertaker, CM Punk, you name it, Owens has beaten them. Kevin Owens, arguably, without a doubt in my mind, he's the greatest champion in Universe Mode history. Lesnar has held the title a few more weeks longer. Lesnar, though, his title reign was completely different to Kevin Owens, only having to, well, wrestle mainly once a month. Only come along at the pay-per-views and compete. Owens, well, lately he's been here and there, he's been competing, but for the most part, week in, week out, he's been competing, but his body truly breaking down on him right now. He barely scraped through Survivor Series, and he's pretty lucky that Lesnar did not get his hands on him as well, because a couple F5s, like The Undertaker received, Kevin Owens, I don't think would be able to make it to TLC. Undertaker, after taking those F5s, he's actually been on the shelf this week. He couldn't appear. So he could have been back after serving his suspension. His suspension ended at Survivor Series. But he physically couldn't be here tonight because of what Lesnar did. Daniel Bryan, he was taken out as well after 3 thunderous belly-to-belly suplexes from Brock Lesnar as well. So Lesnar on a rampage at Survivor Series and a chance to show us how good he's gotten here tonight against Del Rio. Lesnar just trying to shake off some cobwebs here. As you can see, Lesnar just struggling a little bit. Oh, Del Rio with a drop kick, standing drop kick. Might as well call it a standing double drop kick as he's taken both the referee and Lesnar out at the same time. Referee back to his feet. Thank goodness. We wouldn't want anything to happen to that referee. Knee to the gut there by Lesnar. Couple more there. Again by the Beast. Back body drop. Down goes Lesnar though. And delivered again. This time Lesnar onto Del Rio. So a chance now for Lesnar to capitalize. Look out. He's got the arm. A Kimura lock there. Standing Kimura lock. But Del Rio very close to the ropes. Lesnar having to release the hold. But Lesnar, I think, just showcasing what he can do early on. Lesnar is deadly. And he can be a huge threat no matter where you are in that ring. Del Rio's got Lesnar wrapped up on the ropes though. And delivers a backstabber after some strikes. Del Rio, that might be the move to win this one for him here tonight. A huge upset looming. No, Lesnar kicks out comfortably at 2. Lesnar, former WWE champion, never won the World Heavyweight Championship here on SmackDown. He's been chasing it for over a year. He's been in and out. He's had times where we felt as though this is going to be it. This is the time where Lesnar will finally do it. but he just hasn't been able to do it. The timing hasn't been right for him. Lesnar yet to become world champion. It's been eating him alive. Look out here, jackknife coming here by Del Rio. Can't quite do it. What has changed for Lesnar? I don't know. I think a new mentality may be the key. Maybe Lesnar being overconfident. Maybe he's been humbled a little bit. Maybe he's gone away, done some soul searching, trying to figure out what he needs to do to beat Kevin Owens. Look out, bit of a snake eyes there by Lesnar. Bouncing off the top turnbuckle, it does Del Rio head first. And Del Rio with the counter with a knee. Del Rio proving to be a tough challenge here tonight for Lesnar, as we expected, of course. Lesnar in the corner. Strikes Del Rio to the head with a big boot. Snap man now by Del Rio and in to the side headlock. Lesnar wanting to get back to his feet. Some elbows now to Del Rio. Some strong elbows there by Lesnar. And uh-oh, here comes a German suplex. There's one. How about two? Maybe one more coming. Here it comes, the third. 3 Germans in a row. Del Rio may be out of it. They're coming out. No, Del Rio still in it. Lesnar thought he had him. Not yet, Del Rio fighting on. Lesnar now over the top of the rope, hanging on though. Del Rio, what can he do? Oh, the shoulder into the gut of Lesnar. Sends him to the outside. Trouble now for Brock. Some right hands now by Del Rio. Del Rio's got Lesnar up. Look out. The knee to the gut of Lesnar there, but Del Rio drops down to a knee, struggling a little bit. Trying to fight his way back into this one after Lesnar's been pretty dominant. Oh, now he's bounced him off the steel steps as well. Lesnar, well, this is not what Lesnar was expecting. He's certainly getting a bit of his own medicine here. Certainly getting a run for his money. Not the easy match he was probably hoping for here tonight. Not the dominant performance. A sit-out powerbomb now by Del Rio to the outside of the ring as well. This is good by Alberto. Very, very good indeed. Putting the pressure on the beast. His comeback match. He's been gone for a while. Brock Lesnar was originally scheduled to be heading to Raw. He was originally being traded to Raw. Triple H was coming to SmackDown. Lesnar was going to Raw. But the Lesnar deal, it fell through after the change of management. And Lesnar opted out of the deal. He had that in his clause. Cross arm breaker. We'll get back to that in a moment. Will Lesnar tap now? Cross arm breaker. No. Del Rio thought he may have had him. Lesnar opted out of his deal to go to Raw after change of management. That was in his contract clause. And he became a free agent, which is why he was not eligible to be drafted. Which is perhaps why many of you are wondering why Lesnar may not have been picked by Raw. Because Lesnar signed a contract on the night of Survivor Series to join back with SmackDown, he was not eligible to be drafted. Just like the American Alpha and Kurt Hawkins as well, who joined far too late. They were also not available to be drafted. So, a few clarifications there. So Lesnar opted out of his deal, signed a contract with SmackDown, and he's back here on the blue brand, chasing the title that he's been trying to get for over a year. Many believe this might be his last chance, Lesnar. Can't quite do it here. Maybe he has to call it quits. Maybe he's no longer the beast that he once was. He was originally going to go back to Raw because that was the easy way out. He got traded to Raw. He wanted to go back there. Triple H wanted to come to SmackDown. It was the, easy deal. But Lesnar, he opted out and he's back on SmackDown trying to do what he couldn't do for all this time. Lesnar now has Del Rio, picks him up and delivers the underhooked suplex. Both arms are hooked there, and Del Rio now back to his feet, takes down Lesnar. And Del Rio really looking good here. Lesnar struggling a little bit. Just, I think the lack of match time and match fitness has really cost him here. Del Rio's looking the goods. Some clotheslines now by Del Rio. And into the backbreaker as well. Lesnar now again in trouble. Could be it. Del Rio. No, he's not going to get him as a kick out again at 2.5. Getting close though. Lesnar slowly back to his feet. Del Rio tried to grab a hold of Lesnar. Couldn't quite do it though. Tempted suplex. Went for the German. Del Rio countering and again into the cross-arm breaker. Will Lesnar tap though? He's close. He's thinking about it. The pressure's on, but Del Rio not going to get it. And this match continues. Lesnar, no, look out. From behind, a German suplex. And the odds are back even again. Lesnar now trying to grab the arm, turn into the armbar. Lesnar's got it hooked. Putting as much pressure as he can on. Del Rio, though, fights through the hold. Lesnar, no, missing a few shots there, but he's got to get this one in on Del Rio. The knee to the kidneys of Del Rio. And again, there's two. Del Rio close to the ropes, but Lesnar's going to try his luck anyways. Del Rio not going to use the ropes. Instead, he's going to kick out at 2 himself. And Lesnar. You can see the wear and tear right here on this match. He's struggling a little bit. His fitness is not quite there. Big kick there by Del Rio. This is why Lesnar needs these matches to get himself prepared for Kevin Owens. Whilst Kevin Owens may not be 100%, if Brock Lesnar is not 110%, he still won't beat Owens. Del Rio now. Look out. Snap suplex. Lesnar taken down into the cover. And Lesnar kicks out before the count can occur. Del Rio is grinding the boot on the face of Brock Lesnar. Lesnar slowly back to his feet thanks to Del Rio. Taken down again with a snapmare. And Del Rio again keeps the offense going. Lesnar just struggling. Del Rio in control. This would be a huge upset tonight if Del Rio can sneak away somehow with this victory. Del Rio in control this one. Lesnar needs to fight through. Lesnar needs this win. A win would secure his #1 contender spot. We know he's already got the title match, but he needs to earn it in his eyes. And a win would certainly have him earn that one. And Del Rio continues the assault on Lesnar, working away on the arm, trying to set him up for the cross-arm breaker again later on. Del Rio, he's going to spin Lesnar around now. Del Rio showing off some strength here and spinning Lesnar around. Lesnar being spun around, a bit Cesaro-like here. And Del Rio feels as though he may have Lesnar here. The cover now could be it for Lesnar. No, the shoulders up. And you can see the frustration on the face of Del Rio. Well, it really has all been Del Rio the last few minutes. Brock Lesnar, I feel like, could be about to lose this one if he doesn't do something right now. Lesnar takes Del Rio off his feet, but again, drops to the knee. Can't quite keep this momentum going that he's trying to build here. He's trying desperately to get himself back into it. Now, waiting for Del Rio to get back to his feet. Del Rio up now. Lesnar into the F5, and that will be it. But it's not the win that Lesnar was hoping for. Not as convincing as he would have liked. And he picks up the victory. Lesnar wins tonight. But it's not what he was hoping for. Not what many of us were expecting. Lesnar was good in patches, but Del Rio really gave him a run for his money. But Lesnar gets the victory, and he's back officially. Back on SmackDown, back with a victory. Lesnar meets Kevin Owens at TLC for the World Heavyweight Championship. Will Brock Lesnar become a world champion yet again here in Universe Mode and carry the big gold belt around for the first time in the series? We'll find out at TLC. Tonight was just the beginning of what is to come for Brock Lesnar. We know he's back. We know he's looking good. But can he keep this going here? Can he keep the confidence and momentum going? Hang on. Wait a second. Daniel Bryan. Well, here's a man who had to deal with Lesnar at Survivor Series. We saw in a clip earlier on. He's out here tonight. And maybe he has something to say about that. Lesnar wants him to get in the ring. In fact, he's not going to wait. Lesnar coming after Bryan. Bryan doesn't realize Lesnar's coming and strikes him down. Lesnar striking Bryan from behind, who didn't realize Lesnar was running from behind. And look at these big right hands here by Lesnar. But Daniel Bryan fighting back now. Lesnar taken off of his feet. Daniel Bryan has got Lesnar right where he wants him. Against the ringside barricade, but no, Lesnar with a knee to the counter. A knee to Bryan, countering, and now Bryan bounces off the barricade himself. Lesnar delivering some more heavy blows to Bryan. These vicious strikes by Brock Lesnar. Bryan now bouncing off the barricade again. Lesnar, one more time, head first. And look out, there's those belly to bellies. The ones that took out Bryan at Survivor Series delivered yet again here tonight. Lesnar wants his revenge on Bryan, who's interrupted his celebration. There's a German suplex now. Vicious German suplex. Lesnar not phased at all. Didn't have the win he wanted tonight. Bryan trying to interrupt him as he takes down Bryan again. Trying to interrupt Brock Lesnar, and Lesnar's not having any of it at all. Here we go again, another belly to belly. Brock Lesnar has taken out Daniel Bryan tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Bryan wanted revenge for Survivor Series. Lesnar has just delivered the final blow. Another German suplex. And that's got to be it, surely. Lesnar, he is officially back, ladies and gentlemen. Better than ever. Sends a huge statement to Daniel Bryan tonight. He is ready for Kevin Owens at TLC. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for joining us for the episode of Universe Mode. It's actually episode 100 of WWE 2k16 Universe Mode. Hope you guys have been enjoying the series. A few more episodes to go until we finish it off, until 2k17. Keep the support coming, guys, by leaving a like on this episode. And remember to subscribe to see more Universe Mode episodes coming your way very, very soon. Thanks, guys, for all your support. Appreciate it. And hopefully we hit 100 episodes on our upcoming 2k17 series as well. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you all next video.